Alright, I'm going to do my thoughts on this book, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I should probably turn on the blinds. Hang on, give me a second. That's it. Now, let me show you it now that I have a little bit more light. My face doesn't look dark. Harry Potter and the... Maybe it's just a page in general. Let me look on the back. That won't help. This thing is backwards. Anyway, it says Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, unless you don't recognize it. Now, you see, I'm going to read a little bit about this because I have to return this to the library soon. So anyway. Wow, already? I didn't think I'd see Dobby so soon. I'm sorry, I'm in like chapter 18. You see, I decided to do this spin a wheel where I would pick random chapters. So instead of picking chapter 1, I first went to chapter 9, then I went to chapter 11, then I went to like chapter 13, and now I'm at 18. Bam! It's crazy like that. So anyway, here it says, let me just go to this confusing part. Let me start. Okay, here it is. So anyway, it says, it says here, sorry, I'm trying to remember where I left. Okay, anyway, maybe I should start something else. How about when they introduced Dobby? Okay, so it happened like this. He was warm and comfortable in his armchair before the fire, with the rain still beating heavily on the window panels and shanks, shanks, Cronkshanks? I don't know how you say it. Cronkshanks. I don't know how to say that name. How did they say it in the movie? Cronkshanks? I have no idea. Who cares? Anyway, Hermione's cat. Man, that cat annoyed me. I don't know why. I didn't like that cat. I did. But I'm glad Hermione got a pet. Anyway, her cat is purring, and the crackling of the flames. The book slipped from Harry's. Huh? Okay, that was weird. Anyway, Harry's slack grip and handed with a dull thud of the heart rug. His head fell sideways. He was walking once more along a windowless corridor, his footsteps echoing in the silence. As the door at the end of the passage loomed largely, his heart beat fast with excitement. If he could only open it and enter beyond. He stretched his hand, his fingers itching from it. Harry Potter, sir? He woke up with a start. The candles had all been extinguished in the common room, but there was something moving close by. Who's that? These people in their English, like the way they say things, like I'm guessing he was sleepy because it said he awoke with a start. So I'm pretty sure he was trying to say who's there, but instead he said who's Czar. Czar. Sitting upright in his armchair. The fire was on. It's almost supposed to extinguish. The room was very dark. Dobby has your owl, sir. Dobby? Said. Oh, sorry. Let me restart that. Dobby has your owl, sir, said a squeaky voice. Dobby? Said Harry thickly, peering through the gloom toward the source of the voice. I will tell you, I am terrible with impressions, so if you want me to do an impression of Harry Potter or Dobby or anything, I can't do that. I did have this one cold that made me sound like almost every cartoon character you can think of, even Bugs Bunny, and I was like, what the heck is wrong with my voice? What the heck is going on? Why is my voice sounding like this? What the heck is going on? Why do I sound like this? And then and it didn't help that my sister and my granny kept making fun of my voice. I was like, well, I can't control it. Whenever I keep coughing, my voice just turns like this. Sounds so weird. So anyway, let me continue. Dobby the house elf was standing beside the table on which Hermione had left her dozen knitted hats. His large pointy ears were now sticking out from beyond what looked like all the hats that Hermione had knitted. He was wearing one of the top up of the other, so that his head seemed elongated by 2 feet, 2 or 3 feet, and on the very topmost bubble sat Hedwig, hooting serenely, serenely, yeah, it sounds like serenely, and obviously curious. Dobby volunteered to return Harry Potter's owl, said the elf sweetly with a look of positive adoration on his face. Dobby is adorable, I will tell you that. Sure, he doesn't look adorable at first, but when you hear his voice and saying, honey, sir, and like all that, I wish they showed him more in the movies. Like in the book, it says that he still keeps in contact with Harry, and he actually works in Hogwarts, but like besides that, like they only mentioned Dobby. He didn't show up. Like he showed up in the second movie, sure, but they didn't show him till like the Deathly Hallows Part Two, and I was like, why did it take you this long? In the books, he shows up all the freaking time after the second one was released. So why in the movies? I guess the actor who played Dobby couldn't be able to show up in any more scenes, so it was just a one-time thing until he came back. I don't know whether the same actor or a different actor. I can't tell. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. So cares. So cares. So cares. Anyway, where was that? Oh, right. Professor Gobbleplank says she's all well now, sir. He sinks into a deep bow so that his pencil-like nose brushes the threadbare surface of the hearthrug. I'm sorry, my cousins, they just always be banging and all that junk. And they are inside now. I guess they retired outside, now they're inside, which is really annoying, but it's a good thing at the same time. Well, I can't tell you because, like, I'm pretty sure this is more of a family thing, but like my cousin's like making this stuff, and she wanted me to keep it secret. Obviously, I can't tell you what the stuff is, otherwise I'd ruin the secret. But by the time this come out, they'll already know, so it won't really matter. Who cares? Anyway, after that, Hedwig gave an ingenious hoot and fluttered on the arm of Harry's chin. Thanks, Dobby, said Harry, stroking Hedwig's hair and blinking hard, trying to rid himself of the image of the door in his dream. Harry, you see, since like a long time ago, like when he first got his scar, he would always have these weird dreams of the past. He never knew what they meant, but they came up they really came in the Order of the Phoenix. You see in the book and in the movie, it shows that the dreams started to happen really, like they really started to affect him in the Order of the Phoenix because it showed like stuff that it's about to happen like now or later. It would show those things. I really was confused by it. Like I was like, how? The scar thing kind of made sense. Like like whenever like Voldemort is around, his scar would start hurting. Like before when it was replaced with Quirrell. And Voldemort was like the parasite under his clothes. I was like Harry when I was like when Dumbledore asked, "Do you know why Professor Quirrell couldn't be thin for you to touch him?" And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, I don't know either. Like he didn't say it, but I could definitely tell on his face. He was like, mm. And so he was like, it was because of your mother. He said, she said herself. And that's the reason these him out. And then he was about to point to the sky, and he was like, no. And Dumbledore was like, no, no, no. This star cannot be seen. It lives in your very and Harry's all like, listen, my skin, what the heck is that? And then Dumbledore was like, love, Harry, love. He didn't laugh, but he was saying deeply, love, Harry, love. And like, I really want to show you that movie, but I can't. I can't. I can't. I beg of you. Like, I tried to do that. No matter how many times I put it on there, it's gonna get copyright sued and slash. It won't work. It won't. It won't. You know why I can't do that? Because Harry Potter is the envy of all copyrights. If you think any book is just as popular, you're wrong. Harry Potter is the biggest thing to ever come out since, like ever. Everybody knows Harry Potter. Everybody knows the boy who lived. Everybody knows it. Everybody thinks it's a nerd book or think it's the greatest book in history to be ever made into like 8 movies. And now they got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and that's just making stuff even more popular. J.K. Rowling was already popular with Harry Potter, but that made her the richest author ever. And now we got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now here's a question about the name that many people still ask, and I ask that too. Why keep the name Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them when technically we know we have the beasts, so we don't really need to find them anymore? I mean, Harry Potter makes sense because he's the main character. He's the main character in all things, along with Ron and Hermione. Oh boy, I love that duo. I love that the trio. I mean, say trio. Okay, I love that trio. I don't know why people thought Hermione was that annoying. Hello, she's smart. Smart people are always annoying in movies like this, but she had a speciality that made her so close to my heart. Like I loved Hermione. Like she was like a really great character. I just loved her. I really loved her. Like she was a great character. Really, really, she was really great. I loved her. Now, Hermione. Let me tell you what I really loved about Hermione. Let me tell you. Okay, so it happened like this. Here's what happened for Hermione. From when she very first showed up, and like I remember how about her. Let me tell you when she first, and she in the movie, of course. So she showed up when Harry and Ron were eating candy, and she was like, "Has anyone seen a toad? A boy named Neville's lost one." And Ron said no, and she saw Ron with the wand, and she said, "Oh, magic. Let's see then." So Ron cleared his throat. Was like, "Sunshine, daisies, button Neville, turn this stupid rat yellow." There was a blast, a tiny blast that blew off that thing, like that box. But then, it didn't really do anything. So it was like, are you sure that's a real spell? Well, it's not a very good one, is it? Well, I tried a few simple ones myself, but they won't work for me. And then she said, and then I wonder, for example, Oculus Reparo. She used that every time just to fit these Harry's glasses. And she was like, that's better, isn't it? You see Harry took off his glasses and was like, whoa. And then Hermione, I'm pretty sure noticed the scar. They didn't really show her like noticing it. It was like, holy cricket, you're Harry Potter. I'm Hermione Granger. And she said to him, and he said with a full mouth, oh, Ron Weasley. And she was like with a bad, this bad it's like, pleasure. And she went, and then she said, and she was like, you two better take to your ropes. I expect we'll be arriving soon. You got dirt. And then just before she left, and then she said, right, you got dirt on your nose, by the way. Did you know? Just there. And she walked away. I just love the part that when she was walking up to get sorted into her house, she was like, oh no, relax. And Ron was like, mental that one, I'm telling you. Like, I didn't think of her as like crazy or anything. I just thought she was really nice. And I will tell you this, I'm really ashamed, but when I first watched Harry Potter, I was totally clueless on Ron and Hermione liking each other. I really thought it was going to be Harry and Hermione. I swear, the all the books, they turned the books into movies. Like I really thought it would be Harry and Hermione. Like they would have so many cute moments. It feel that way. I'd be like, you're confusing me. But then Ron and Hermione, they would act like an old married couple or something. They always act that way. Always argue and Ron making fun of Hermione's intelligence and Hermione pointing out Ron's foolishness. Like seriously, it was confusing. It felt like there was almost like a triangle, a triangle. Come to think of it, so I guess secretly I kind of knew there might be Ron and Hermione, but still, I really kind of felt like it'd be Harry and Hermione. I'm like, which one is it? I'm confused. I'm confused. So in the end of the day, I finally figured out. Okay, he kissed Ginny. It's obvious. He's taking Ginny, and Ron's taking Hermione. That's the end of it. When I heard her, I wasn't sure if Ginny, her love for Harry. I didn't know whether that was going to be like something that happens in every movie, or whether that was just going to be a one-time thing. I didn't know, so I wasn't sure what to expect for the third movie. Like when Ginny shows up, like or Ginny. I didn't know. And in some of the movies, like after the second movie when they introduced Ginny, they didn't show her as much. In the books, yes, they mentioned her her sometimes, but like in the movie, they wouldn't mention her as much. I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to be reading it and give you my opinion on it, but I gotta talk about this thing. Like each one of the characters, I love them for many reasons, and I'll explain that in the next video. But still, the Harry Potter movies, like I wasn't sure what to expect from them. I'm like, oh, every time when the cousins would show up and I saw that, I recognized them immediately because my cousins, they were watching Harry Potter. Like one of my cousins, my older cousin, like she was about like 16 or something around that age, and I'd always see her watching Harry Potter. I was like, oh, not Harry Potter again. There was this one time I think Granny or somebody gave me a Harry Potter book. I threw it straight away, like boom. It went straight to the trash can. I looked at it in the back and I was like, somebody living under the stairs. And I was like, what? Obviously, that didn't make a good impression on me. I didn't read the rest of the back. So I just threw it away. Boom. I was like, no, 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 no. I swore an allegiance that I would never read Harry Potter or watch the movies. I will never. I broke that promise. I broke that allegiance. It happened December the 18th. I don't remember what year. I think it was like 2013 or so. I think it was around that time. It should have been. Because that was about the time that I turned 12. So, I mean, that was about the time that I was 12. And that's when I started the whole reading Harry Potter thing. So, yeah, it had to be around that time. So, anyway, I started watching it. My first impression was like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So, it showed up and it was. So, I was straight up in the TV. I was like this. I was like straight up looking deep into the TV. Like, I was like, what's gonna happen? Then it started, and I was like, oh, Warner Brothers. Okay. And I recognized it because I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo and I recognized the Warner Brothers. But, so anyway, it happened. So anyway, I looked deeply into it and I was like, okay, an album. And it says, private Privet Drive. I think that's what the heck it says. I didn't really say that. I don't know if I said that. I barely remember what happened, but I remember I was deep into that TV. I was staring at it like it was the best thing of my life. I was like, I'm gonna pay full attention to this. I'm gonna watch every. If I like this movie, then I'll watch every single movie after. And I did. And then I watched all over. Every time Harry Potter would come on, every time the marathon would come on, over. I would watch it every time, every chance I got, every chance. I'm even writing a Harry Potter fan fiction where Harry has a cousin. I was gonna make it a sister at first, but then I thought maybe a cousin would be better because they'd be the same age, yet they wouldn't be twins. So it was. So then I thought of that. I'll read this book later because I'm probably gonna take all the time explaining it. So anyway, it happened. So anyway, it happened. It happened. It wasn't fast. It was quick enough. It happened. So anyway, I was staring at it deeply, emotionally, and looking. Like I said, I remember this thing heart by heart. I could tell you the whole story. So anyway, it ha- so anyway, you know what? I'll tell you in the next story. Bye.